All right, well, I want to be nosy. Where did you go? What did you do? And did you ever face the dreaded single supplement? Well, there's a company in Norfolk that wants to change the perception of solo travel, especially maybe if you're, slightly later in years, let's put it politely, and you might find yourself travelling by yourself more often than you did in the past. Well, reporter Ed Smith has been along to the home of one traveller in Swaffham.
On a day like this, when it's grey and it's raining in Norfolk, as beautiful as our county is, you might feel like escaping. But what about if you were to travel on your own? Well, this is what brings me to one traveller here in Swaffham, right in the offices, in fact, right in the roof space of the offices here. Lots of people busy at their office desk, no doubt helping customers book their holidays. And then there's a mascot here. There's a cat as well, beautiful ginger cat as well. I don't know what he or she is doing here, but I can tell you what Ian Darkin is doing here because he's the managing director of One Traveller. Good afternoon, Ian.
Hello, Ed. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for having us along. Let's walk and talk. I'll try not to interrupt all your colleagues here as well. Firstly, who's the cat?
Oh, this is Sam. Sam's been with us for about 12 years. He was a stray. And we took him in, and he loves coming to see us, and we've put a cat flap in the building for him now as well.
There can't be many businesses in the county that have a cat flap, but as beautiful as Sam is, in fact, Sam's following us now. Hello, Sam. As beautiful as Sam is, let's talk about the holidays, because the idea that it's about helping travellers who are, for whatever reason, are travelling on their own, they're solo travellers, but get the right holiday for them. So where did this idea come from then, Ian?
Well, my background before One Traveller was as a tour manager, so I used to escort people on their holidays. Yeah. And back then, I'm talking the year 2000, it was predominantly couples. And used to get the odd single person that would come along, paid the single supplement, and join the holiday. And while that worked, there were various issues with it. For example, one, they were travelling by themselves and everyone else was travelling as a couple. And secondly, they paid more than everyone else, but ended up with the smallest room in the hotel, usually the broom cupboard under the stairs. And that was a big bugbear because they used to come to me as their tour manager and say, there's Sam, and they used to come to me and say, Ian, it's not fair. I've paid more than everyone else, but come and look at my room. Yeah. And that's just the way it was. And as my tour management career expanded and I did more and more, I noticed more of these people coming through, paying the single supplement. And I thought, well, it would be a great idea if everyone could travel by themselves, everyone could have a double room for sole occupancy, and everyone will be in the same boat, so to speak, because they're travelling by themselves.
But does that necessarily get rid of the single occupancy, the supplement for that? Because that's a big thing, isn't it? And it does seem unfair sometimes, especially if, for whatever reason, for example, if you're a widower, through no fault of your own, you're travelling on your own.
Yeah, so we build a package around the holiday. So as part of that package, they get a double room for sole occupancy. Everyone pays exactly the same. With One Traveller, everyone pays the same. So we don't do any late deals because that's the kind of thing that is a problem when you're on tour. If somebody's paying more or less than somebody else, everyone talks about it, so we try and make it as fair as possible. Okay,
well, clearly it's going well because you've got big offices here in Swaffham under the turbine here, under the shadows of the famous Swaffham turbines as well. Should we keep going through the office? Let's follow Sam the cat, who you heard earlier, the unexpected star of this interview. No offence, Ian. Down the stairs here as we walk through your offices. So, are you seeing more and more people come to you then, looking for solo travel, and also it's older people? Is that right?
Yeah, so we say mature solo travellers, and the fact is you don't have to be single. In fact, quite a number of our people are travelling as part of a couple, but maybe their partner doesn't want to or can't for travel for some reason, but of course people still want to travel as well. So we cater for, I'd say, the 50-plus market with a lot of our travellers in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah, lovely, excellent. And it always seems as though, I don't know, things have changed. Oh, look at this, lovely, bright and airy. If I can see the turbine there as well, lovely, bright and airy office that we've got here. I don't know where Sam the cat's gone. But it seemed as though there was a time when there was almost a bit of a stigma attached to going, well, why would you want to travel on your own? But when people get to their holidays, is there that social element as well, that it isn't about travelling on your own? Actually, you may make friends when you get there.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point around it. And rather than use the word single, which has that stigma attached to it, we're very much about mature solo travellers. And what we do is we build everything into the one price. So when somebody books one of our holidays, we've researched everything. We've got our own team of product managers here, that are just here actually, that go out and research the destination. We include everything, so all excursions are included. Most meals, so breakfast and dinner, most lunches, and we include drinks as well, because single travellers, they, in my experience anyway, they're not travelling to be by themselves. They're travelling for the social element, and they want to be well looked after. So one of our tour managers escorts the whole trip from start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of destinations, the world is literally your oyster.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started 17 years ago with just one tour, one holiday, and that was to Prague in the Czech Republic. The reason it's Prague is because of my heritage. I'm half Czech and half English, and I speak the language. And as a tour manager, I worked in Eastern Europe a lot. And we've grown from a one destination company to now we're over 60 different destinations, and we've got departures all year round, long haul, places like China, Thailand, Sri Lanka. We also now, to a lot of European holidays are our bread and butter. And we've got a big UK offering as well, which happened because of COVID, when UK was the only place people could travel. We also offer soul charter river cruising. So everyone on board the river cruise is a solo traveller. They've all got a double cabin for single occupancy. And of course, when you do it that way, you've got a very good staff to guest ratio, so you really get well looked after at that point.
Amazing. Well, a lot of the people here, the team that you've got here working away, I can see they're taking calls already. And I know you've won plenty of awards with the British Travel Awards as well. So congratulations. We love celebrating Norfolk businesses here on BBC Radio Norfolk. Ian Darkin from One Traveller here in Swaffham. As I say, you can't miss it because we're right under the turbine here in the town. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. And I'll say as well, our office here is welcoming. So if anyone ever wants to come down and have a look at us here in Swaffham, maybe see what kind of holidays we do, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much.
So have you ever done it? Have you ever gone on holiday?